My name is Sheikh Haji Fadilah bin Sheikh Ahmad. I'm retired. I've been working with the government for over 30 years, and I'm enjoying my new life as a small business entrepreneur. Kami dulu di Suria, bulan puasa, my mother always biscuit cake. Jadi macam kami like a factory lah. We have like 8 of us siblings kan. Macam my sister, my mom will do the dough, I will do the marketing, paling tiga talur kampung. And then my sister will do acuan. And then my brother will oven. When I retired, I was looking for something to do. I was initially offered another job, but I turned it down because, after 30 years doing like 8 to 5, and I said, I want to have something different. I started this Dil Coffee Trail. Actually, it was an Instagram account. The whole idea was to share my love for coffee. To share with my followers, like what are the good places to go, like Singapore, KL. Because I really like to travel before COVID, so it was more like a sharing information to share with people who enjoy coffee. And people like going to shopping, makan, or recycling. But I wanted to specialize on people who enjoy cafe hopping. One of the things that I did when I did my master's in ANU Australia, after my exam, I picked up a barista course at the Sydney Coffee School. I wanted to bring something back apart from my certificate, and I have known that Australia has very high reputation for quality coffee, so I thought it would be nice to learn from them. And when I look back now, I do like there was my tipping point. Like there was maybe Allah sudah macam, oh, this is going to happen for you in the future. I started doing a couple of pop-ups, dulu under Collective, then also Big Begawan. Those are the two social entrepreneurship that I joined, and they invited me. Sometimes kami buat di yayasan. That was my first taste of entrepreneurship, not knowing what to expect. So I engaged a couple of friends just tulung ko deh. I don't think I'm brewing coffee. The baking I do myself. So normally, like if on Saturday the whole day I will be baking, and I will do cold brew bottle, and then prepare on Sunday. By then mangkat barang kami ke yayasan or ke big performance atau to start the berjualan tu sampai petang. Sometimes my wife or my children will join. In 2019, I rented space at Wildflower Cafe, big performance. Basically, I come on Sunday and I brew coffee. I bring my bakes to sana. By 10 o'clock, I finish by 6. That's the only thing I do once a week. Other days, I do take orders lah. Orang minta cake apa, I just bake. Tapi banyak lah dulu lah, because ramai tahu kan. So, but at the Wildflower, I created some following lah, because people like banyak siap bilang cepat cake, we never had try. And then bukan saja umur muda-muda, orang tua pun ada je. So what I wanted, I know one of the things that I want to make a bit different to cafes is that there are a lot of cafes in Brunei, but I want to make something different. I keep it small because I want relationship between customer and barista to quite close and warm. Kalau kita masuk kan, you have my barista, hi, assalamualaikum, come, we have coffee. So I've trained them on this marketing, like they have to greet the customer. Because people macam, say kita baru kan, aku biasa sini ni, ada nice kapal. So by us making you feel warm, so the first barrier of introduction tu, katanya pendengar rasa malu lah, macam, Apa kita adanya was milk based, so we have many menu di atas. So the sign was a milk based, mixed based one. We have 3 types: latte, cappuccino, and flat white. So what's the difference between 3? The frothiness of the milk. So we'll explain to you. So in the introduction, we become friends. So and we created that kind of relationship that the barista will know macam sekiranya David comes here regularly. We know what he wants, cortado. What means yang biasa saja Brazil. So we know. So we have regulars now who comes here almost every day. We know what they drink. So and they are our regular patrons lah. So we value them. So we create a relationship with them lah. And they know what to expect about it. And sometimes and from time to time we bring in new beans to create excitement among customers lah. We do explain to them apa rasanya apa. Some like it, some don't like, but in the end it's just a marketing lah. So we try to offer quality beans lah. So my cafe is not like I'm just selling coffee, full stop. I'm selling coffee on a premium scale and to people who are coffee appreciators or connoisseurs who enjoy quality coffee comes in. So every month I have different beans to offer. So like for Hari Raya I already have something in mind what I want to do. It's something fruity like raisins, So because Hari Raya is terus kita ni drinking manis-manisan apa. So I wanted to have the character of the atmosphere lah. But last year was quite good development because I was working with corporate clients. For 2 years in a row, I was working with scientific department in the Repast Hospital. They were doing World Mental Health Day. And mental issue ni not something kita akan talk openly. Macam kita ni macam malu bah, tabu kan macam kerana macam aku ni gila kan, malu kan. So sometimes we do have anxiety, but we want our question to be answered. But we don't want to be seen going there thinking there's something wrong with us. Atau is kita naluri manusia tu kan. And then sometimes we don't know who to talk to apa. So Repast call me up, Dilnya mau kita collaborate with us I said I would love to. I think it would be a good idea to do. So what we do is that we have an exhibition where you can come and sell a coffee and bake. So to socialize the issue tu lah. So dia macam orang sana membeli kek apa, membeli kopi tapi dapat beli exhibition. So ini macam obvious. Katanya ni problematic by just macam ketinggian jalan ke museum apa tu kan. It works so well. And then what they have done that, and some near my area where I was selling, they have like little macam diorang boleh duduk cerita macam kita bercerita ni. So in that, but those are therapies. Macam kalau I do feel a bit anxious, is it normal or is it something that I need for the professional help? So they can talk privately without orang menangar, without feel yang ni something wrong boleh So it worked well. So the whole day we were there, and then I got invited to be part of the men's forum as well last year. And then after that, I was discovered by Pantai Jurong Specialist Center to do pop up the Pantai Jurong Specialist Hospital. They're also doing about men's health as well. And I didn't realize that I have a lot of my customers di sana. When they saw me, macam merasa, wah, kita sini apanya. So they buy coffee, they buy the cakes apa. So habis, and then I have to come back there and get things apa. So alhamdulillah, the response was good. And then I also invited by Progressive to do the process market di Mofi 3 days in a row. Very tiring but very fulfilling because there's a queue orang beli cakes apa ni kan. So it was nice lah, and it was an opportunity for me to meet my customers lah yang online ni kan. Kami sambil lihat kita ni apa, so we were regulars. So they were so happy to support lah. Sampai last sudah message-nya ada lagi cake apa. Sudah sold lah, saya jangan tinggal cake kasih sayang tu. So nanti lagi dijual kan. And over the last year, I cannot cope baking, I cannot cope doing the sales, and I cannot cope brewing. So I employ local graduates lah. Diorang pun masa mencari kerajaan. I had students from Unisa, from Laksmana. They are now some of my baking assistants, but I don't know who trained them. They don't have any background. Tambah macam mana pandai buat kuih, piping, buat cookies. I train all of them. But after a few months, they are very good. I'm very impressed with them. So they can help me do some of the work tu lah. And I do the final product tu macam flowers, fruit, designing, decoration. You see yang recently with flowers, lilies apa tu. all those things lah. I think digital economy ni, there's a lot of potential for even for small business. Yang kita takut macam rugi kita tadinya. Factor in the cost saja. If you think it's a cost for your product, factor in the cost, how many percent, and then we will recover. But a lot of people want convenience now. We have a lot of customers never come here. They just buy online, and they had runners or drivers to pick it up. So we never met. But sometimes when we pop up, I'm Ani, I'm so, oh, you're okay. So I like, yes, you. So you create that kind of friendship, kan? So I know, so it's quite interesting lah. It's an interesting, I call it a journey for me lah so far. The presence on social media is very important now, and one of the best platforms is Instagram. Because I never dreamed I have 11,000 followers now. But I think some people a bit fear macam satu they privatize IG je. But for me personally, if you do a business, why you want to privatize? You want customers kan? So I didn't understand that. Maybe diorang malu saja. I said no. And then people said, how come you putting all your face on Instagram? But my answer is that I want people to, it's my business lah. And I want people to know that when they're dealing with, if their problem, they come and see me. I'm not happy with this order, something wrong with it. Okay, I'll ganti ka, I return your money. But no, I'm there for you. I don't hide away, I don't privatize. And I'm making myself accessible to people. And I want to tell people, yang apa tujuan ni, aku membuat ni. Bukan macam, yang ada orang amahnya kali ni membuat ni. Ya lawa-lawa dia ada Instagram kan. But itu tu bah. But the whole idea is like you have to tell. I've looked at like I think one of the best marketers Dato' Rizal. He never get influencers to promote his product. Dia sendiri. You saw your handbagnya, dia buat lauk jenaka, cikgu lah, cikgu mawar apa. But aku muncul hati kita ni kan. But I said no, I want to tell people, look, this is the thing I'm selling, this is the thing I'm selling. If you want, you can WhatsApp. I have assistant to help you. And I've trained my assistant, like they know the product. If they want to add on apa harganya, they're able to engage because I cannot answer all of it because I'm always in the kitchen. So I have to finish it, and on the good day, sometimes I have 12 cakes to do. So, and this thing doesn't come from mango tree and jadi kan, you have to, tapong, put in, bake it, do the cool down, so there's a process to it. And decoration, and you have to order to different. And I try to niche every order with flowers. I will, sometimes I will talk to the customers, what kind of occasion, is it wedding, apa, birthday-nya, mama pun birthday, okay. Maybe they cepat cake, I put some flowers because our mothers love, being pampered and all that, So they bought it, So I get flowers, and then wedding, anniversary, I get toppers. And some of them, I'm supporting a lot of small businesses as well. Macam cake toppers, I buy from Mama Wasela, online. And then sometimes mushroom, I buy from local farmers, mushroom.bn or Indahnya Bertani. Cempedak, I get from local farmers. Musangking, I get from a local trader dari Pasar Malam. So I'm buying from them, I'm supporting them. I think for small business, you need to know to find your source on income. Of course, macam kadang dia aku apa jaket aku sebiji sari, kembali 10 biji, button aku sanggup kan. So if you want, check lah macam you have 2-3 friends who bakers, sharing. Because when you buy in wholesale, you can save up to 10%. Saving itu involve, kalau RM4, kembali RM1.5, 50 sen, kalau 10, RM5. So you have to think that way, so costing. So that's my advice and try to, be visible on social media platform. But every 5 minutes, post. But my point is, we have something to sell. Kalau kami lambat apa bake hari ni, ada message kan, sekejap lagi There are a lot of people doing so many things at the same time. Don't worry about it. You go to you go to like Waho, Super Safe. You look at the bread punya aisle ada Super Safe membuat, ada baker, ada sama ada baker. So you have choices lah. End of the day, it's up to you to decide which one you want kan. So sama macam baking ni, everybody does burnt cheesecake. But if you come up with orang punya style, niche orang suka, people will buy from you. So one of the things macam nasi lemak orang muda banyak orang yang selalu saja nasi katuk. But why do you come up with something different lah? Maybe sambal tarong. So my advice is do a bit of R&D. Do a bit of R&D macam do a bit of R&D. Kalau something that you can strike a note, everybody love cooking. My cookies are big. You know pasal cooking mo ni, do this to educate young people to share pa. Kan a lot of young kids sekarang ni kalau main iPad mana pada sharing tu, jangan aku macam. But I want to go back to tadi dulu, mencubit, you know. But the whole this why the cakes big, the cookies are big. The whole is to share. So this is the kind of thing I want. So you create a niche lah from your product. But of course, I didn't come up with all this product in my head. It's all trial and error. But a lot of the best that you see today are all my personal recipes. So my advice is cuba seba and then see and then go out. Jangan malu macam join pop-up, you know, make your presence known. You can be online seller, but you can also have time to meet your customers, show your face, talk to them. Dan ada kan dimalukan because you know this is all halal, you know. And kita mencari rezeki halal, kita mesti jumpa dengan orang, and kita jangan malu. Of course, macam orang nyari confidence, but by talking to my barista have no confidence. When I train them, start talking to people, they feel good about themselves, you know, because the customer come and feedback to them, talk to them, okay je bah. Dia macam mereka takut kan, so they learn to be confident.